I found it quite a strange experience. Hey, welcome back. Today I've got a bit of story time. As you will have seen from the title of this video, things went wrong. So I'm going to tell you about it. Now, as some of you will know, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I really love Vinted, and I've been using it a lot, especially over the last couple of months. I think I've probably bought about 20 things recently, which is, oh my God, that's quite a lot. I think that's okay because they're only cheap. The whole point of what I'm trying to say is that I have bought quite a lot from Vinted over the last couple of months, and bar one thing that was very obviously damaged in the post through no fault of the seller, I've had a lot of luck until this parcel. I was scrolling through Vinted and I think it was a sunny day because I was feeling really spring-like, and I was thinking about spring outfits and even thinking to hot days and thinking about the summer. So I found myself looking at the shorts, and I found this pair of shorts. They're from River Island. They're £3, which is a right bargain. They look quite soft and silky, look really lovely tropical floral print on them. And for £3, I thought that's a bargain because you pay about a 99p buyer's admin fee. I'm not really sure what, oh no, buyer's protection fee actually. I'm not really sure what that's for. And then I think it was about £2.40 or something for Hermes to deliver it to my parcel shop. So around about £6. Not too much, but I thought for a pair of shorts like I'm wearing in the summer, perfect. So the seller and I had a little bit of communication to say, I'm going to send it, I've sent it, and I said, great. And then you get those automated emails from Hermes to say, we've received your parcel, we're going to do this, we're doing that, taking you through the various different stages of the parcel as it makes its way from one end of the country to your home. Actually, in my case, the parcel shop. So far, so good. I'd ordered, I think, 3 other pieces, and they're all being delivered around the same time. So when I got up to my parcel shop, they asked me how many parcels I was looking to collect. And I knew for sure they would have 3, but I thought the 4th one hadn't arrived. So I said, I'm just here to collect 3. And they got the 3 parcels out, which was good. And then they scanned them with the little scanner that they have. But they had a bit of a problem. The first one scanned fine, and the second and third, they had real trouble scanning. It wasn't the barcode, that seemed to go through fine, but there was just something wrong with their system that wouldn't let it kind of register that I'd collected the parcels. So they faffed about, and in the end, 3 very lovely ladies all had a go, and they finally managed to do something to make it go through. So by this point, there was a huge queue because you have to collect it from a kiosk where they sell cigarettes and everything. And I just felt really paranoid, like the length of the queue was full of people who were really angry and just thinking, God, just give her the parcels. But anyway, so I got my parcels, my 3 parcels, and off I went. And then when I got home, I had 4 emails from Hermes saying I'd collected my parcels. And I had to look in my bag just on the off chance, but no, definitely just had 3 parcels. So I thought, well, okay, they'll clearly still have it, so I'll go back up there tomorrow. So tomorrow comes and I go back up to the parcel shop and I explain the whole thing to say, you scanned 4 parcels yesterday. I'm not sure how because you only had 3 on the counter, but I didn't come away with 4 parcels, so can I just collect the 4th one now? And the first woman I spoke to was not particularly helpful. It was very much, well, I don't have it. And I'm a really tolerant, really easygoing person, but when somebody clearly just doesn't care and isn't even willing to think about helping, that really gets my goat, because that's the opposite of how I'd be. I'd be really helpful and try my best to sort the thing out. So anyway, another lady came over, and it was the lady who scanned my parcels yesterday. So I explained what had happened, and she was like, oh yeah, fine, I'll go and have a look. And she had to go out the back to have a look, and the parcel wasn't there. And I got quite worried at this point. So I said, I've had an email saying I've signed for and collected the parcel. My seller will have had an email saying I've signed for and collected the parcel. I have to release the money to her. I felt started to feel really uneasy at this point. The lady I was speaking to, she was really nice, she was really helpful. She gave me her name, she gave me the number of Hermes for me to call, and then she said, but here's the number that us as a parcel shop phone, they have longer hours, you might get through. So that was quite decent. And the woman up at my parcel shop also said that day they had returned a parcel to the driver, the Hermes driver, so she didn't know if it was mine, but there was a possibility it might be back in the Hermes network. So I thought, okay, so I've got to phone Hermes, I've got to get in touch with Vinted, and I've got to get in touch with the seller as well. So I came home, and as I was coming home, the first thing I did was to go onto Vinted and say I have a problem, haven't received the parcel. And I sent the seller a message as well to say this has happened, just to let you know. I'm sure it'll all be sorted out, but I just wanted to get in touch and let you know I've had to just stop the transaction for now because I want to investigate where the parcel is. Then it got to the point where Vinted started investigating, and they were really good. They got straight in touch with me, straight in touch with the seller, asked us for both of our sides of the story, I suppose, and then they reached out to Hermes, and I thought that would probably take a couple of days because they had to speak to the customer services. So Vinted then took several days to kind of do the investigation their side. I was speaking to the seller, and if you're anything like me, you will absolutely hate it when someone thinks badly of you for something you haven't done. And to be fair, the seller was completely justified, because from her perspective, she had an email saying I had signed for and collected the item, because it's automatically generated when that happens. And so she was really nice in her communications, but I just had this massive feeling of guilt for something I hadn't done, which was really silly. Meanwhile, several days go by, Vinted complete their investigation, or I should say Hermes complete their investigation, which I think extends to, well, you collected it because we generated an email, therefore case closed, and the seller got their money, which is, that's good because the seller didn't do anything wrong at all. So I'm glad they were reimbursed. But I was left, I'd paid £6 and I had nothing. And you know, I mean, that's not the end of the world. It was £6, that's nothing, but it's the principle of the thing. I mean, imagine if I'd bought an item that was 10 times that. So I felt really annoyed. So I got in touch with my parcel shop's overall company and said, I just want to raise this to your attention. The ladies that helped me were really good, but somehow they've accidentally scanned and released a parcel to me without releasing the parcel to me. And the customer service I then received from the parcel shop was amazing. I felt really taken care of, actually. So they sent me an email acknowledging my receipt of my email. Then they got in touch with my parcel shop specifically, and then they phoned me. This was all within a couple of days, and they said, "We have found your parcel." It was in our office the whole time. So the relief I felt, it was far bigger than this £6 per parcel was worth, but I think it was the fact of knowing I hadn't done anything wrong, knowing that I would get my parcel and all was right with the world. But then they went one step further and they said, as an apology, we'd like to offer you a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates, which was a really nice touch because, you know, they didn't have to do that, and I thought that was lovely. So when I got up there, when I went back up to the parcel shop, feeling a little bit uncomfortable because I think it's the first time I've ever made a complaint, and I didn't want to be known as that woman who makes a complaint because I go up there quite a lot for other things. But anyway, I went up there. I waited until the end of the day because I had this memory of the long queue of people behind me as we were faffing about trying to sort my parcels out. So I waited until there'd been no one else there. And I got there and they were super nice, and they gave me a bottle of wine and a box of chocolates. So I came out feeling really happy. And I don't think there's really a moral to this story, because I certainly wouldn't encourage people to complain for the sake of it, but it really is worth letting people know when something's gone wrong, because it gives them a chance to improve it for you and make it better. And I've come away from the whole thing feeling so much better. Got my shorts. Oh, here are the aforementioned shorts. So you see the print, £3, of course, as I said. I have noticed one or two little threads, but you know, I can get rid of those. But I just love the print. Obviously the base colour is black, so it'll go with everything. Got some pink, orange, green, bit of yellow on there. It's really pretty, really tropical. I like the cut and I like the material as well. And it's quite a floaty kind of pair of shorts, so it's all good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a bit of a different one from me, but I found it quite a strange experience really. I know a lot of you guys buy things from Vinted, so it's a bit of a quirky experience that I had. I don't think it's particularly common, but it's just something to be aware of and maybe you can learn from it. I don't know. Stay tuned, because when the charity shops open on the 12th of April, I will be going. I can't wait, and I'll be filming some thrift with me's, which I haven't done in about a year. So I'm super excited. I'll take you guys along. You can see what I get and what I don't get as well, and the reasons for that. And we'll go through everything in a safe way, and we'll talk it all through. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.